wherever you are. Thank you for joining me. Whew, yeah, what a day. It's what, 10 o'clock? I've been out of the house since 6:30 this morning, and I think I just got back about an hour ago, I would say, about an hour ago. And then as soon as I came in, cleaned up and everything, and here I am. So it took me a little while to get on here. It's just been a very busy morning taking Mateus to school. Then my husband wanted to go for a walk, which is when he says you want to go for a walk, take advantage of it because he's not a person who likes to go for walks. So we went for a walk and picked up a coffee and came on home. And he's out because he likes to do grocery shopping and I don't. Just say it. So we're in the dark phases of the moon. And what does that mean? It used to be called, well, it still is called. It's called the dark phases of the moon were called the devil moon. The reason why, because the devil does things in the darkness, right? So this is a time, and especially with six, I mean, it's in Leo, which is good. I mean, yes, I mean, I know it's the sun's home, but it's identification. And I think that that's where it's coming, this energy. And with all the retrogrades, it's about how am I identifying with myself? What is my identification? And with Mercury retrograde in Virgo, it is about how am I identifying myself with what I do, with my service, with how I step into my day, my projects, my relationships. So we have this energy of trying to identify ourselves, trying to identify who we are, trying to identify how we connect with the world around us, how we are intertwined with the world around us. And I think sometimes when we are looking at the energies and we're feeling the energies, we can get very distraught, very overwhelmed with the energies and with how we're feeling either by the news. I thought the funniest thing on the news is that the Prime Minister Trudeau's plane was not taking off. So anyways, I just thought that was kind of funny because there was something wrong, a mechanical error with his plane. So I thought that was kind of funny. So you can get kind of, distraughted on other things. The other part too is when you start, seeing, it just boggles my mind. And this is when I can, sort of feel the difference in dualities or the different worlds that are happening, where you hear about, say, Oprah and all the billions of dollars that she has. And what a different world. What a different world. I mean, uh, she lives in from anybody else. She had she lives on over 1,000 acres. She has over 1,000 acres on Maui. She had I think, a fire department there, private fire department before the fires broke out, and now she has private security so people don't run onto her land. But she picked up the sacred land, that's what they're calling it, for pennies on the dollar. And so, when you hear the things or the world that she lives in, and then you come into your own, it's like the realities are so diverse, so diverse. And when you try and say, when people, and this is what I'm learning as I'm getting older, when you have that, you see that person and you say idolize them, or you think, oh my God, I just got to meet Oprah, I got to be like Oprah. It's where there is that disconnect. Now, I'm not now this disconnect is something within oneself that you have to start really coming back into your own. Nothing saying that don't strive to be a billionaire. If that's what you want to strive to do, go for it, man. Go be a billionaire, millionaire, or zillionaire. Let's go for the zillionaire now, because there's already trillionaires. Let's go for the zillionaires. I mean, what comes after a zillion? A gazillion? I don't know. But if that's your passion, if that's where you want to put your energies, then yes. But if you're putting your energies, which so many people do, and this is what can happen, especially with this dark phases and so many retrogrades, you can misconnect with the truth of who you are. within the alignment of the beauty and the substance of what you are here to do within your world, your realm. And even though we are all here on this world and we are all connected, we are all in our own worlds, in our own, we have our connections that come in and then go out and come in and go out, but we are within our own world. That's why you are the creator of your world. When you start to really realize that, when you start to really put that in, you start to go, huh, okay. It's like you kind of get a spark and you kind of get it. And now it's that initiative to really start to create what it is that you are truly wanting to create. What is it? What is that passion that you want to do? I was saying to my husband today, I think he goes, anything, I said, anything after grade 8 is bullshit. Um, when you see kids going to school, I think it's passion and what you want to create should be cultivated within schools, and I think it should be cultivated at home as well. What are you passionate about? What you love about? I do believe in social interaction, and people need that social interaction and need a form of social interaction with others and not to be isolated. And that's so much where the energies are coming in as we are entering in, with Aquarius. When Pluto goes back to Aquarius in January, it'll be there for a while, because it'll be an interaction. It'll be us trying to figure out how we are able to connect in a world that is having so many misconnects, so many outerly worlds within our world, like the Oprah world or the rock world or many of those other worlds that are there, that there's so many other misconnects. And this is where we have to come into our own, to create, and what we are wanting to create and manifest within our own world, within what we are wanting and desiring to do. And there is a frustration definitely within this, and it's really honoring yourself. I always say honoring yourself, but it's really understanding that frustration of where you want to go. Understand there's a frustration there, that can be there. And we're heading into a new moon in Virgo. And I'm doing mini readings for the new moon in Virgo. I have people who order them for the whole year. So if you are wanting a mini reading, and what I do is that I record it and I send it to you. So the mini readings are recorded. They are individualized. I mean, it's not like I do for all my Virgos get all the same reading. Everybody gets a different reading, just an FYI. And they're $35. And it's funny because, when I'm doing them, sometimes I can be really up and up and up. And that's because of people say, within the energies, other energies, it's like, oh my God, there's a lot going on here. And a lot I have to put in less than 15 minutes, because the readings are less than 15 minutes. Sometimes they're like 9 minutes or something like that, because there's all the information comes in at once and there's nothing left. It's like they turn the tap off kind of thing. So if you're wanting a reading for $35 and it's recorded, definitely let me know, and I'll put you on my list. They'll be coming out by the weekend. And I feel like this is, what are the projects that you are wanting to start? What are the projects and things that you are wanting to start? What is the passion that you want to start focusing on? And I think once, Mercury will be going forward, it's going to show you that, this is going to be setting into a new world, a new routine within us all, and setting that forward. So I'm just going to see now, as I've said before on Facebook, what times do you have coming up? Okay, I'll get back to Linda in a moment. And yeah, so this is really looking at what you are wanting to create for oneself, I believe. Anyways, I have so much to do today. Not only with the readings, but I have a mini course that I'm taking that I'm going to go on in just a little bit here. So I want to come on here first. So Let me pull some cards. And I was listening to something about Colette Baron Reith, saying she was talking about a couple readings that she did for people, and it's those couple readings that give you that inspiration, that have you continue doing and bringing that connection to other people, and it's so. Oh gosh, my straps are showing. Trying to be dignified here. Um, One of the reasons, listening to the stories that she was telling, and I'm just like, yeah, it's those stories, those connections that you have had with people over the years that have you continue doing the work that you do. And same for me, as moving away or try and do something other than what I do. um Always coming back to being the reader, being that connection with spirit, allowing for that connection to spirit to come through. It's even when I'm doing my designing, it's funny because all of a sudden I'm starting, not, I don't even think, I don't consciously, it's almost subconscious, where some of my designs, oh, there's a moon, there's a heart, there's this, there's that. And those are some of the things that I really identify with, because I love the energies of the heart, the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Sacred Heart of the Divine Mother. And then the moon, and bringing in the moon and the planet energies and stuff. I'm like, holy shit, that's always, it's with you. It's a part of you. It shows up in many different ways. Sorry about the noise in the back, because they're paving my road in front. So what do we have? We have the sun. So the sun card comes out today. And this is for us to thrive within the positivity. Hope my house doesn't fall apart. This is a positivity. This is thriving. This is allowing for that energy of beauty to come in. And in it comes the Ten of Michaels. So the Ten of Michaels is the Ten of Swords, but it's reversed. And I feel like, there might be things that aren't ending for you right away, but knowing that the sun is there, it's trying to shine a light to show you that there's other alternatives for things for you to do. You might not be getting all the information that you require. So allow yourself to take the time, because the information will come through, but it's not going to come through right now, or you're not going to get everything that you need, kind of thing. So know that things are going to come through, because it's divine guidance, trusting in your inner divine guidance. And that's really going to help you to do your course corrections that you need to on your path. I think it's beautiful, just, knowing that you got to go into the higher powers for all of this. You got to go into the higher powers. You got to step into the higher powers, because that is what's going to help to guide you upon this. And they're going to show you what you need to learn. Like, what do you need to learn? What are the things that you need to understand more in this world in order for you to create the abundance that you are wanting to create, or the love and the joy and the bliss, all of that? What are you wanting to do? This is where you follow that divine intervention. So, there we go. I want you all to have a fabulous day, and go out and shine your light. May the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you, and all that you say and all that you do and all you do. If you're wanting to get a mini reading, definitely get a hold of me. I was sure shaken. Definitely get a hold of me. God bless, and the goddess bless you.